Today I'm hosting the World Cup, but this time it's all-time countries, which means Maradona is linking up with Messi, Eusebio is linking up with Ronaldo, and Brazil is showing everyone why they're the country of football not losing a single game. We've simulated the group stages, so this is what it looks like. From Brazil's group, Portugal also made it through the group stage. In Group G, Germany would also go undefeated and get 7 points, followed closely by Spain, who had Torres, Ramos, and Iniesta. To everyone's surprise, Scotland would win Group F on goal difference, with a better goal difference than France, who came second. Group D would be similar, with Czech Republic winning on goal difference thanks to a big 5-1 win over Japan, and Mexico would finish second to round up that group. In more surprises, Ukraine would go undefeated in Group B with 3 wins and 9 points, and Wayne Rooney would help England come second. Group H saw Italy not losing a game with 7 points, and Belgium would just scrape second thanks to a 1-0 win through Kevin De Bruyne. In Group C, Netherlands would win all 3 games and get 9 points, and Uruguay would finish second to complete the group. And finally, in expected fashion, Argentina would go undefeated in Group E, with the shock of the group Wales finishing second with 6 points. And as we now have our 16 teams, let the all-time World Cup knockouts begin. And in our first match, we'd have 2 heavy hitters, Brazil taking on Spain. And Brazil would show their attacking power as they drove forward and took the lead. Finds R9, who's got acres of space. It's R9! 1-0, and the Brazilians are showing just why they were top of the group. But Spain would show they aren't here to play games as they equalize through Iniesta. He does, and he finds Iniesta, and Iniesta finds the net. Spain showing just why they're a footballing team as well. 1-1, and this game is very exciting. But one thing about Brazil is they will hit you on the counter attack, and they did just that. Pele, he's 1-on-1, Pele! And shortly after his first, Pele had a chance to get his second. Pele 1-on-1 once again, and Pele puts it away. 3-1 to Brazil, and Spain cannot deal with the quick movement of these Brazilians. But Spain weren't giving up as they would dance around in the final third and find Iniesta again. Who finds Raul? Raul finds Iniesta, and Iniesta scores again! But Brazil would apply the pressure as Pele was through and it was saved before R9 went through and put the game to bed. This could be it to seal the deal. R9! The Brazilians are having a great time. 4-2 to Brazil. And Spain was slowly starting to lose their heads. So y'all with a heavy hit. What's going on? They've lost their heads. Spain would be unable to pull it back, and Brazil would be the first team into the quarterfinals. Before we get on to the next game, Czech Republic versus Uruguay was going on at the same time, and Stanislav Griga scored 2 to take Czech Republic through. But things won't be slowing down there as it's another 2 heavy hitters as Italy take on England. And it would be Italy that would get off to a flying start as Francesco Totti would score not 1 but 2 goals to give them a 2-0 lead. England cannot deal with Totti and Italy right now, but that wouldn't stop England as they pulled one back through Rooney. Already missed twice now. It's back to Rooney. Rooney, what's he gonna do? And Rooney puts it away. But then Totti would turn provider for Rivera. One more into Rivera. But England would refuse to give up and would equalize through Alan Shearer, who got 2 goals of his own. This is it again. He scores again. And in the second half, the goals didn't slow down as Pazjor and Bobby Charlton got on the score sheet. Del Piero would give Italy the lead again. Del Piero can shoot. Del Piero will shoot. But Kevin Keegan was there to help England equalize once again. Robson, can he cut it back into Keegan? 5-5, and this game is one for the ages. Italy would score what looked like to be the winner in the 75th minute, but David Beckham's crossing magic made it so England would score again. Can Beckham find anyone? He finds Keegan with a beautiful cross, and it's 6-6. This game is beautiful. End-to-end stuff, and England have done it once again. And in extra time, super sub Lineker would give England the lead for the first time. Gary Lineker, the Walker's man himself. 7-6 with his first 2 touches of the ball before Kevin Keegan would burst past the defense and set up Gary Lineker for his second. That burst of pace, he's got the energy to burn for days. What's he going to do? He squares it, but Lineker is there. Beautifully done by Keegan, and he's made Lineker's life so easy. Totti would get his hat trick, but Rooney would make sure the game was beyond doubt. Back to Lampard. Rooney's in again to seal it. Rooney seals it. And England will be heading through to the quarterfinals after scoring 9 goals. And in one of the craziest World Cup games in history, a hat trick for Totti, but it's not enough. And England will be going through to the quarterfinals. And in the game of Scotland and Wales, Scotland would edge it in extra time through goals from Dalglish, McGrory and McKay. And that extra time goal would be enough to send Wales home. Next up, we had Group B winners Ukraine versus Portugal with the strike force of Eusebio and Ronaldo. And this was a cagey game as Portugal had a big first chance through Eusebio before Ronaldo would pop up at the back stick with an attempt. And a volley from Shevchenko was cleared off the line. It would take a while, but eventually Ukraine would score first. Plays it into Blokin, and Blokin punishes Portugal. If you don't take your chances, you will get punished, and Portugal are on the receiving end. But in the second half, Portugal started applying more pressure and eventually got the equalizer through CR7. He's found CR7. Will CR7 score? He does! Portugal are back in the game, and who else would it be? Minutes later, Shevchenko had a big chance to put Ukraine 2-1 up. Shevchenko, a Ballon d'Or winner. He's put it wide. Oh my goodness. And if you don't take your chances, you will get punished, and that's exactly what happened. Alves finds Eusebio. Eusebio! It's 2-1, and the man who missed the chances in the first half makes amends in the second. And they'll be following Scotland to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Netherlands versus Belgium. And Belgium would get off to the best possible start only 8 minutes in. Kevin De Bruyne, can he shoot? Kevin De Bruyne! Off to a flying start, and you can see why the midfield general Kevin De Bruyne is in the team. And 10 minutes later, Hazard doubled the lead. De Bruyne into Hazard. Hazard, it's 2-0. Netherlands would get a bit of luck and pull one back. Cruyff found Van Nistelrooy, and it's 2-1. But that didn't stop Belgium as they kept driving forward. Bolingoli! You can see the backflips, and Belgium are flying right now. And Lukaku pounced again on Netherlands' shaky defense. Van der List, Lukaku again! Cruyff and his team could be getting sent home already. In the second half, Belgium didn't slow down as they scored again and again and again. Netherlands would pull one back through Van Nistelrooy, but Belgium just kept on attacking. And Van Nistelrooy would get his third to ease the pain. Questions have to be asked of the Netherlands defense. This is not good enough. And that is it. 8-3 to Belgium, and nobody would have saw that coming. And over in the other games, Argentina comfortably beat Mexico as Hernan Crespo got 4 goals. And things weren't slowing down as we had Germany up against France next. France would be the brighter of the both teams as Zidane came close to scoring, but it was Germany who would break the deadlock first. Mateus finds Rudi Voller. Voller finds the net. 21 minutes gone, and Germany take the lead thanks to Rudi Voller. And shortly after, Rudi Voller was there again to make it 2. Samuel into Rummenigge. Into Voller. It's 2-0. Where's France's defense? I can't see them. Muller, what's he going to do with it? Muller makes it 3. Kylian Mbappe might not get his second World Cup medal. Just before halftime, though, Henry would go on a crazy run and do his trademark finish. Thierry Henry pulls one back. But once again, France's defense is nowhere to be seen. Rudi Voller! Muller would strike again to make it 5 before Rummenigge hit this world. He shoots and he puts it away! This is another one-sided game that I did not see coming. Kylian Mbappe would score a consolation goal before Voller would go on to get his 4th of the game. Ribéry would cut the lead to 4 goals, but Muller would put it right back to 5. And in a game that we thought would be a lot tighter, Germany will be going through after scoring 8 goals. Now the quarterfinals are well underway, and Portugal have just scored the winning pen to send them through to the semis. And the next quarterfinal saw Brazil taking on England. And it would be England who would take the lead through superstar David Beckham. Shearer's found Beckham. Beckham shoots them. England are 1-0 to the good. But Brazil's attack is just too dangerous. You can't give them space. What's R9 going to do? R9's going to burst forward. That's what he's going to do. R9 to equalize this game. Will he do it? R9 scores. You can never count out Brazil when they have Pele and R9. But with there being quality all over the pitch, Kevin Keegan was through on goal. As Kevin Keegan is in and has a chance to put England 2-1 up, and he does. But England have to ask questions of their defense as they just let Socrates run through. No one's picking up Socrates. They just let him run. Why have they just let him run? Socrates with a moment of magic, and England are questioning what's happening. And in the second half, Brazil found their rhythm as R9 was in again. R9 1-on-1. R9 scores this time. 3-2 to Brazil, and you cannot be making those mistakes there. The rest of the second half was very cagey as both teams made some big saves. And a big chance fell to England in the last minute, but it was blocked by Lucio. And that is it. 3-2 to Brazil. They're going to narrowly make it through to the next round thanks to 2 goals from R9. Our next game saw Belgium, who caused a massive upset in the round of 16, taking on Germany, who were no slackers, knocking out France. And just like the last game, Belgium would take an unexpected lead. Finds Hazard. Hazard shoots, and it's 1-0 to Belgium. They're doing it again with a massive upset. But unlike the last game, Germany would reply instantly. Voller, a scorer of goals, and he won't miss that one. And this moment of magic from Van der Elst was worth the lead. It's a big risk. He's going down the line by himself. He squeezed it through the keeper's legs. doing what nobody thought was possible from that angle, and Belgium are back in front. Germany showed why they're so efficient as they passed it around and found Rummenigge. Oh my God, that is amazing, amazing football. And in the second half, Germany's passing play paid off. Back to Matthäus, and Matthäus makes it 3. Germany finally take the lead in this game, and that could be the changing point. But being a goal down wouldn't stop Belgium as they struck again. Can he shoot? He does! 3-3! And it would take extra time, but Germany took it up another level. It's into Netzer. Netzer shoots, and Germany are 4-3 to the good. Played back to Sammer. Sammer finds Muller. Muller's in. Can he finish it? Muller strikes, and it's 5-3. And that might be game, set, and match. Germany might just be going to the semis. Credit to Belgium. They have had a fantastic tournament, but unfortunately, they'll be heading home. And in our final quarterfinal, we had Argentina taking on Czech Republic. And Argentina showed they were the real deal as Maradona struck first. Into Maradona, and Argentina are off to a flying start. Argentina showing exactly why they mean business as they put themselves 1-0 up. And one thing about Argentina is you can't give them too much space. Skipped past his man, and he scored! What a goal! On the 18th minute, Czech Republic would pull one back, but the attack of Argentina was proving just too powerful. Di Stefano 1-on-1, and that is a tidy finish. Czech Republic would show they weren't out of it yet, but once again, Di Stefano was the man of the hour. With 68 minutes gone, Czech Republic cut the lead in half. They shoot, and they do make it 4-3. But up stepped magician Maradona once again. Czech Republic would score again, but the time was up and Argentina were the ones heading to the semis. And just like Scotland, credit to Czech Republic, they've been absolutely fantastic this tournament. In the first round of the semi-final was Portugal, who had just won on penalties, taking on Brazil, who were flying this tournament. And Portugal were on the front foot as Rui Costa forced the save, but they could only hold on for so long as Eusebio found some space. Eusebio! 1-0 to Portugal, and Brazil have to be kicking themselves because Portugal are off to a flying start. And with the confidence building, Portugal started playing some beautiful passing play. They're turning up the heat in the kitchen. They're saucing it. Portugal make it 2-0. What is happening here? Brazil are so confused. But one thing you can never do is count out Brazil. Ronaldinho finds Pele. Pele shoots 2-1. And just before halftime, Socrates would make the score level. Socrates is in. Socrates shoots. It's 2-2. Brazil on the stroke of halftime equalize, and the game is level once again. In the second half, Brazil found their groove as R9 was through on goal. R9 is waiting. You don't take your chances, you get punished. And the Brazilian samba became real as the front four continued to link up. Jairzinho finds Pele. Pele finds R9, and R9 finds the net. And with Portugal throwing everybody forward, that just left more space for R9. Another save by Dida has left to R9 being through, and R9 puts the nail in the coffin. And Portugal will be heading home as Brazil are the first pair of World Cup finalists. And our second semi-final saw Germany take on Argentina. Here we go, the second semi-final. Who will be joining Brazil? A semi-final like this needed a moment of magic, and that's what Di Stefano brought. Step over, moment of magic from Di Stefano! And 6 minutes later, they almost made it 2. In the second half, they found their man as Muller was in. It's into Muller. Muller to make it 1-1, and he does! And with momentum on their side, Matthäus was left free in the box. A man's waiting in the middle, and that man is Matthäus to make it 2-1! And it could be Germany heading through to the finals. And with minutes left, Muller decided to take matters into his own hands. Muller to put the nail in the coffin. He does! And it looks like we're going to have ourselves Brazil versus Germany in the finals. Germany will be heading through to the finals at the expense of Argentina. We finally made it, the World Cup final, Brazil versus Germany. R9 with 6 goals this tournament versus Gerd Muller, who is the top scorer. And in the opening 20 minutes, both keepers would show why they made it this far. But a mistake from Germany's defense meant that R9 was in. R9 is through. He's 1-on-1. R9! 1-0 to Brazil in the World Cup finals, and who else would it be? But just like all tournament, Muller stepped up again. Can Muller get on the score sheet? He's got another chance to shoot, and he will! And it will take the second half, but cometh the hour, cometh the man. R9 with a chance, and R9 makes it 2-1 in the final. You cannot be giving a man of that caliber that much space and time. But Germany would reply again. Samir shoots and he scores. Sama with the banger and Germany are back already. Then Brazil were caught lacking at the front post. And it's dealt with by Rummenigge. Oh, ho, ho. Hey, Brazil, if they want to get back in this game, they really do need to step it up now. And you can't give the tournament's top scorer this much time. 10 goals in the entire competition from Muller. He is just too good. Right now with a beautiful cross. Dida picks the ball up, but it's too little, too late. Germany are going to be our World Cup winners. And there we have it. Germany are the all-time World Cup winners. And if you love that video, then you're going to love this one here. So click here to watch it. Please.